Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 9 with the Seattle Kraken. And it's the off season. It's the off season. We're going to do free agency, do the draft, and we'll kind of see where we go from there. I did do a couple of things I guess since the last time I recorded, and somebody brought up a good point in in the last video. It was Darnell Riley said that I should hire coaches with high player management skills to avoid the issues we have with team harmony. So I went in and I hired all new staff. I went into free agents and I filtered by what they needed to be good at along with player management, and this is what I came up with. So we got Stefan Waite as our new goaltending coach, 16 goalie rating, 16 prospect rating, 16 player management. Mike Yeo as our defensive coach. You can see very good defensive ratings and 16 player management. Jamie Compon as our offensive coach. Again, good offensive skill rating and a 15 player management. And then John Madden as our skill coach, good ratings with a 15 player management. So now all of our coaches have at least a 15 player management. So hopefully that will help with some of the click issues that we have. And that's really it. Yeah, I mean we're at free agency and it's time to proceed. So before we look at any of our free agents, I want to look at our unsigned. There are a couple players here I want to sign contracts to. You can see, first of all, Ottavainen and Robertson, both of their initial contract strips we do have to offer to them. So we will offer contracts to both of them. We will meet his demand. Ottavainen and Robertson. Luka Hauff we'll have to bring in next season. Vetrano is a free agent, but he's not nearly ready, so I don't really feel like signing him yet. Jackson Hallam, we can bring in next season. Yanni Nyman, I'm not concerned about. Noah Errolden, I believe, did we trade for him? Or no, we drafted him in the 5th round last year, and his contract is up already. All right, well, we'll let him walk. It's fine. So we'll do that. Let's take a look at free agents, and I've kind of done you can see I've looked at a little bit here. There are a lot of 2-star, 4.5-star type players, and we're going to offer contracts to all of them. Cameron, why not? Jaden Grubb, Oscar Plandowski. Yeah, I mean, we're going to offer contracts, I think, to almost all these players. Kyle Mass, yeah. I mean, a lot of good young talent here. Brian Zanetti, yeah. I don't know how if these guys are all going to work out, but based on the amounts they're asking for, it makes sense to just go in and offer them all. Plandowski, yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys are really far off, but they won't be bad. They won't be bad as I don't want to say minor league filler, but minor league. And I think so. We've offered, and I want to offer Matthew Poitras just because he's a Bruin, and that's that's a thing that I have. You know how I am. So yeah, so we've offered. Why not Gruby, Ottavainen, Robertson, Plandowski, Poitras? We still have about $5-6 million in cap space. I'm not uber enamored with anybody that's here. Like I was looking at Devin Taves. This was the player that we talked about initially. And I mean, he's 30 years old and he wants 6 years at $6.5 million. I don't know that I'm comfortable with that. I would almost rather. Yeah, there's not really anybody on the trade block either. Huh. I mean, if somebody wants to pay Devin Taves that amount of money, I think that's fine. I am not going to do it. What do we have in Coachella? We don't have any. We got Riker Evans who can come up as well. Yeah, we're actually shorthanded from a forward perspective, believe it or not. I mean, a lot of that's going to be filled with the players we're bringing in, but yeah, like Bayreuther, we'll send him down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, Carlo's probably a trade chip, frankly, because we'll go right now. We'll probably go Sanheim and Ghoul as our top pairing. Yeah, Siegenthaler's only 2 stars, man, but his ratings are better than that. I don't know. So our second pairing, Lindgren and Ev. Yeah, we need a defenseman. We need a defenseman. But if we can move Carlo, I think I can justify paying. I think I can justify paying Taves, but I don't know that I want to. Yeah, a lot of 7th round picks. That doesn't interest me. Luke Ashton, no. Right D, Liam Saxberg. 5th round pick by the Oilers last year. He looks okay. Yeah, nothing. Noah Julesen's okay. Yeah, I'm not trading him for a 7th round pick. What did I want to look at? Oh, awards. Let's do that real quick. So, Jared Bednar won Coach of the Year. Chris McFarland of the Avalanche won the Executive of the Year. Shesterkin wins the Vezina. Selke goes to Anthony Cirelli. Cale Makar wins the Norris. Noonan won the Calder Trophy. So, um, yeah, Connor Bedard finished second, I believe. Where are they all? I just passed them. Conn Smythe went to Ty Smith. Connor McDavid won the Hart. The all-rookie team there is Bedard. The All-Stars, we don't have anybody on the first or second team. Connor McDavid won the Ted Lindsay. Messier goes to Taves. Masterson to Malkin. DeBrincat won the Lady Byng. Jordan Binnington won the Jennings. McDavid won the Art Ross. And Landeskog won the Maurice Richard. So that's where we are there. Yeah, I think we may just wait until the draft because, I mean, we bring in a bunch of young players and that's fine. I mean, this is going to be depth, but none of these players are going to. I mean, maybe Tucker Robertson makes the team. And if I offered Devin Taves, I mean, we would have to clear money. I don't want to give him 6 years, though. That is an absurd contract. Hoffman, no. Oliver Killington looks okay. 14, 14, 15, 15. Same thing with Gustav Forsling. Yeah, I mean, he looks all right. Brett Pesci. What does he want? 3 years at 5. I mean, these guys want less. 4.7. 4.7 and Philip Hronik. 4.7. They all want 4.7, but it's only for 3 years. Like that, I don't mind the 3-year contract, but they're not really any better than what I'm putting out there. At least it doesn't feel like there. I would rather trade some of the pieces that we have for let's look at this 24-25 standings. That was this year. I'm looking at the wrong one. 23, 24. There we go. Standings. That's what I wanted to do. All right, so let's pick a team that's no good and see if they've got a defenseman that they might want to give up. They get Dougie Hamilton, David Severson, John Marino, Riley Walsh, Simon Nemec, Hamadulan. Yeah, they're strong on the left, but I'm not paying $9 million to Dougie Hamilton. I'm good. We've already taken a defenseman from the Canadiens. Ooh, I would love a Charlie McAvoy. Arizona. Jacob Chitrin? He's only got 1 year left on his contract. Let's talk to them about Chitrin. Let's see if we can make that happen. So we'll start by adding Carlo, which is fine. Arizona would be below, and that's fine. I don't mind if Arizona's below the cap because we're gonna have to give them additional talent to make this work anyway. It's no trade clause. God, I hate you. And your no trade clause. Seriously. They all have no trade clauses to the same team. That's the problem. I gotta give them some salary. I gotta give them somebody off of our roster that's making some money. Okay, at least we're beyond they're below the salary cap. So Carlo Frost 2026 first. 2025 first. Ooh, I don't know if I can make this happen. Bedard, Wright, or Beniers. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not happening. Evans. Evans and Carlo. Wow. Okay. They're not interested in giving him up at all. Okay. Let's go back to where we were. Yeah, Chitrin would have been a nice add, but that doesn't look like that's happening. Maybe they put him on the block here over the next couple of months, and we keep an eye out there. Just want to see if there's anything else that I'm missing. Dallas, Heiskanen. It's a lot of money. What does that contract look like? $11 million. Ugh. Just curious if we can. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we might have to wait. Might have to wait till the draft. Because I think we like I have a feeling. Yeah, everybody's gonna want Bedard, Wright, or Beniers, which isn't happening. I have to think that somebody will go on the block here of value because we don't need. I mean, maybe a depth forward. We need a couple of forwards. So let's. Yeah, but I think we can wait on that. So let's just get up to the draft order. Let's see if we signed all those players. And then, Jacob Chitrin is somebody I'm really interested in. That's somebody I'm going to keep a very close eye on, and I am willing to move pieces. We have a lot of young talent, and I'm willing to move a lot of it to bring in someone like Chitrin. Putting Chitrin and Travis Sanheim on those same lines. So Tyson Barrie potentially to Edmonton. Rustalainen traded for a 7th. Blake Wheeler traded to Columbus for a 21-year-old defenseman. Interesting. All right, so Cameron Wynot can do better. Let's bump him. Let's just bump him there. See what he says about that. Go to the next day. I have no interest in any of those jobs. Thank you very much. Yeah, draft. Obviously I want a good player, but I would almost rather. We'll see what's available, but I would almost trade that pick if we can get a defenseman. So Jaden Grube or Grubby, negotiate. Let's bump him up 100K for each. Same thing with Plan. Do I care about Plandowski? Yes, it's a potential to become a top player in this league. So we will go ahead and bump him up 100K. D'Angelo, potentially to Philadelphia. They can have him. Isn't that where he is now? No, where is D'Angelo now? I don't know. He was with, Carolina last year? All right, so Grube or Grubby. We're going to call, I don't know what it is. If you know what it is, leave it in the comments. I can look it up. Plandowski, cool. Kevin Rooney signing may be imminent. Next day will be the draft lottery. So, yeah, once we get to the draft, we'll see what's available at our pick. But I don't know. I mean, if Arizona is in a rebuild mode, that feels like Chychrun would be somebody they'd want to move. So let's see what we got. Edmonton, San Jose, Dallas, Winnipeg. Nothing has changed yet. Ottawa, Columbus, Philadelphia, Buffalo. There we go. So Toronto is going to move up. New Jersey drops from 6 to 5. Canadians drop from 6 to 5. Ducks drop from 5 to 4. Coyotes drop from 2 to 4. Canucks drop from 1 to 3. Leafs move from 10 to 2. And the Nashville Predators are going to have the top pick in the draft. Where's the trade block? Here we go. This is what I was looking for. All right. So. Yeah. Shea Theodore. Oof. I mean, let's just talk to them. I mean, Evans. So Riker, Evans, and 3 firsts doesn't get us close, which is fine. I don't think I'd want to give up that much anyway, but Shea Theodore. Ooh, Theodore is an offensive-minded defenseman, which we don't really have a lot of. So what if we do this? Let's start there. And let's start with Carlo. Not that that's obviously going to get us anywhere close to it, but I almost feel like Carlo makes the offer worse. So they will accept potentially. So can I remove Riker Evans? So Brandon Carlo and a couple of firsts for Shea Theodore. I mean, is that worth it? Because Carlo's good defensively. He's physical, but he's always hurt. Shea Theodore is elite at everything except for defense. Carlo. Player rights. Yeah, Vetrano's got no value at all. What about Hauff? I mean, I can get it done with 2 firsts. I mean, that gets it done. Theodore's going to cost a ton, but we can afford it next year, I think. How is Theodore? Okay, so he can play the left or the right, so that doesn't really matter. Let's offer it. Let's offer it. See what they say. Jacob Chitrin may have been a better option, but I don't want to wait. And there's no guarantee that that Arizona would be willing to part with him. There's no sign that they are at the moment. Adam Fox trade rumor. Montreal, Arizona, and Toronto. All right, it's time for the draft. We are picking at the bottom, 31st. We're going to go to the draft, and we are going to sim ahead to our pick. Villeneuve went first to the Predators. Thomas Lavoie to the Leafs. Sam Dickinson to the Canucks. Berkeley Catton to the Coyotes. Cole Iserman to the Ducks. Villieu to the Canadiens. Merrick Howell to the Devils. Senecki to the Sabres. Massey to the Flyers. Benjamin Cormier to the Blue Jackets. Spencer Gill to Ottawa. Gendron to the Rangers. Phillips to the Jets. Tanner Howe. Carbonneau. Cristoforo. Cardona. Skahan. Beaudoin. So on. Macklin Celebrini, that's a name that I like, so on and so forth. So it is our pick, and I think we're going to go with Kiwiharu. I don't think there's even a question. Oh, Aaron Kiwiharu is the most developed. It's going to be Kiwiharu or Colton Roberts, 13s across the board. Muse is already an elite offensive defenseman. Kind of like the idea of Henry Muse. He's not very good defensively, but the offense is there. 13, 13, 13, 12. Yeah, we're going to take Muse. We're going to take Henry Muse. He's a right defenseman / center. Love it. Who do they think we should take? They think we should take Kiwiharu. They all think we should take Kiwiharu. I think we take Kiwiharu. I think that's the right pick. Muse would have been fun, but I don't know. Next pick. Oh, next human pick. All right. So now we've got Logan Crosby. We've got Kevin He. 13, 12, 14, 12. And guys, I need to take a break, so we'll come back and we will finish the draft right after this. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. It's actually the next day. I had to step away and deal with an issue. And in that time, I have rethought. Is there some way to look at? I guess we can wait for the offer to come back. I've rethought whether or not I want Shea Theodore. I don't know. He's really, really good offensively, though. All right, I think we're just going to stick with the trade offer we made. We're in the second round. We took Kiviharu, Aaron Kiviharu in the first round, the defenseman. Just as a reminder, although for you this was literally seconds ago. It's our second pick. Still a lot of 1.5, 3.5 guys left. Some forward talent. Alexis Michaud out of the queue, or Michaud rather, out of the queue. Pretty good offensively, good mental ratings, good. I mean, he's pretty well rounded for an 18-year-old, actually, to be really honest. Good player in our league. 29th mock draft has him going at 39. We're currently picking 63, so to get him at 39 would be quite the coup. Michael Haig going to Dartmouth. A bit better offensively, not quite as good mentally. The physical ratings are okay. Mock has him at 43. I'm leaning towards Michaud. Logan Crosby. He's not quite as good. I'm going at 40. Got Caden Petre. Wow, he actually looks pretty good. Again, good offensive ratings. He's more of a going to be more of a down low kind of guy with that shooting range, but really quick. 62. I think we go Michaud, Alexis Michaud here. I think that's going to be our pick. Let's go to our next pick. Our next pick. All right, so we are in the third round now, and the goalie is still there. That's an interesting option. I love a good Finnish goalie, Emil Vinny. Wow, Mock has him going 26. Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. Emil Vinny. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get ourselves a goalie here. We have 2 fourth-round picks. So we've got Oscar Voulet, an 18-year-old, 1-star. He's not very aggressive. Can't fight. Not particularly strong. Has him going 71st. I would love to find somebody that has that. Emil Hemming. He's an 18-year-old. Yeah, I mean, I like his ratings already. Have him going 64th. He doesn't have the potential necessarily that some of these guys do, but right wing, already 14 offense. Yeah, we're going to pick him. I was kind of looking for somebody that had that, the rating that you get that says our scouts believe he has, untapped potential that maybe other people don't see kind of thing. Reed Varconi. And now playing for the Winnipeg Ice in the WHL. Lay is still there. Lou Levesque, 19 years old. What do we have for ability? We got a lot of 1.5 star, 2.5 star guys, and most of them are overagers. Except for Diego Budazzoni. It's got to be Budazzoni, right? Because Budazzoni would be just too great. Strongest part is his playmaking, his pretty good ability to read the play, and has some hockey sense, pretty good physical shape. And they don't have him listed here. They think we should take Stanislav Kudyakov, an 18-year-old out of Russia. I think we're going to take Voulet. Yep, that's who they want us to take. Oscar Voulet. That's not where I wanted to go. They still want us to take Kujakov, Levesque. Scout suggestions think we should take Ilya Novikov, an 18-year-old. Nolan Donnelly, he's going to be really bad defensively. Projected at 156 in the draft. Where are we right now? 159. I could use a defenseman, 18-year-old Reed Gee. Yeah. We could pick up another defenseman here. I kind of like that. Pick until human. What round are we in? We are in the 6th round now. We have a 6th and 2 7ths. So let's look at some of the risky suggestions at this point. Cam Russo, 12-11, 12-11 out of Brown. Nikita Mershcheryakov goes to RPI. Cam Russo. Let's go Cam Russo. 6'1", 202. Sure, we'll go Cam Russo. Oh, or do we go... No, we don't want to go William Yee. John Paul Steele. Yeah, Long Island. 6'2", 185-pound defenseman. Sure. We could use another defenseman, and I like that name, John Paul Steele. Pick until human, so we should be in the 7th now. Now we can take Cam Russo. Let's get our last pick. And Adam Yeko. We'll take Adam Yeko. He's somebody who's developed in other games, so that should be the last pick of the draft. It is. I don't think we have another pick here. We don't. All right. So let's go ahead and end the day. And we'll see what we get. So the draft review. We had the best draft. I can get behind that. Aaron Kiviharu, Alexis Michaud, Emil Vinny. We like the Emils. Emil Vinny and Emil Hemming back-to-back. Voulet in the 5th, Guy in the 4th, rather. Voulet in the 4th, Guy in the 5th, Steele in the 6th, Russo and Yeko in the 7th. I like it. Cool. All right, let's go to the next day and see what happens with our trade offer. So if we pick up Theodore, I think Carlo goes for whatever we can get for him. Frees up some cap space. So we're going to need to re-sign Mr. Shea Theodore because we're not picking him up for one season. But Theodore and Sanheim as our 1 and 2, that's not a bad. They wouldn't be on the same pairing, I don't think. Split them up a little bit. Sanheim's more of a two-way guy. Theodore's more of an offensive-minded guy. So, all right, so we signed everybody. We picked up Wynot, Gruby, Ottavainen, Robertson, and Poitras. How many of those guys are actually going to make our team? It remains to be seen, but just adding some more, a lot more depth really to our roster. It frees up us to trade someone like Frost. If we can get somebody to take Jaden Schwartz from us. Well, there are offers. Blackhawks want to send us Connor Murphy, and the Sharks want to send us a 6th. What's Murphy making this year? Ooh, $4 million. I mean, those are some good defensive ratings. Look at that. Wow. But I think it makes more sense to trade him for the 6th. Yep. Because if we can trade him and Carlo, we can sign Theodore, and then we can probably pick up some more depth forward help cheaper that can replace Schultz's productivity. I liked our draft. Good draft. Very happy with that, especially given where we were picking. Frankly, getting Kiviharu that late in the draft at 31 or whatever it was, that feels like a steal. give him a year to develop, and then bring him to the team probably next season. Could probably bring him up now, realistically, if I wanted to, but I don't know that I'm ready to do that. Really, I want my defensemen, unless they are elite offensively, I want my defensemen to have at least that 13 defense rating. So Plandowski signed with us, so we don't have. Well, I guess we still have plenty of cap space. Yeah, we need another forward. Open. Look at this. Bjorkstrand, Zaka, Siegenthaler, Burakovsky. Yeah, that's like half the team. Hopefully, the new coaches will help us. We don't have anybody that's disruptive. They just don't like each other, which is weird. All right, let's go to free agencies. Now that we've cleared up we've cleared up some cap space, so we've got some money to spend. Where do we want to spend it, though? Chandler Stevenson's pretty well-rounded. You don't need a rider, can provide some offense. Josh Bailey, or do we kind of come back and has his demand come down a little bit? Actually, a lot. He was at 6.7 for 6. He's now at 6 for 5. How do I feel about 5 years at $6 million for Devin Taves? I kind of want to hold off a little bit and see if we can get that number to drop some. See what happens with the Theodore deal. If we can get Theodore, trade Carlo, then I can just go all in and get Taves, and then we can have Sanheim, Taves, and Theodore as our top 3 defensemen. And I think I'm good with that. So let's see what the Golden Knights say to us. It should come back. Yeah, we're not there yet. Okay. Carlo and 2 firsts for Shea. Yeah, they're not. I don't. Sergachev. It's such a ridiculous contract for Sergachev, though. All right, let's go back and let's do this again. Can I do this without giving up multiple first-round picks? I guess that's the question. Like, how do I feel about giving up some of these, like Plandowski? Can I take back my first? So it's going to require 2 top picks, a high-level prospect. Oh, that's right. I forgot the deal was for Carlo. All right, so let's... I'm fine, I guess, with giving up 2 first-round picks because we're there, right? Like, we're there. Next year, we have a first, a second, 2 fourths. So that's a well-balanced offer. So if we go back to players, I'm looking for that player that sort of tips it over the top. You know what I mean? Vinen, 12, 13, 13. He's better defensively. Jaden Grube, Matthew Poitras. I don't really want to give up any of those players. Is Vetrano? Yeah, I'm fine with Vetrano, I think. Let's offer that deal. That's a lot, but we're so deep right now that I'm okay giving up a couple of top draft picks because we're going to be bringing people in every single year. And if we don't start to win, contract for Taves may be imminent. I think. All right, let's go 5 years. Let's do 6. Wants to know. Oh, that's right. He wants to know movement clause. All right. I'm going to give it to him. I don't want to lose out. I don't want to lose out. If I can go into next season with Taves, Theodore, and Sanheim as our top 3 defensemen, I think we're in good shape. I really do. And if we have to move a contract, we can always move Aiden Hill for a 7th round pick or whatever, and then we can bring in. There we go. There we go. So Brandon Carlo, Joey Vetrano, and 2 first-round picks for Shea Theodore. Let's complete the deal. We bring in Theodore, and now we are going to immediately. Let's renew this contract. Ooh, okay, so that's 6.7 for 5. He loves the city. He's only been here a short amount of time. But let's offer him 6. 6.270 for 5 for Shea Theodore. I'm good with that. Glendenning's contract is up next season. We'll see how he does this year. I love the defensive ratings. He's not going to score a lot, but he's, perfect for that. What does he want? He doesn't want. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we may as well. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's see if we get Devin Taves as well, and if we do, that will likely be the end of our offseason. I think Taves, bringing in Shea Theodore, and okay, so oops, something just fell. Riker Evans signed, Shea Theodore signs. Cool. Oh, we signed Devin Taves. I didn't even see that. Awesome. All right, so we are set now, guys. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these, we have, 8, 9, 10 defensemen on our roster. So, Theodore, let's move him to right wing, or right defense, rather. So, are we going to go Sanheim? I mean, maybe we do go Sanheim and Theodore on that top pairing. Who knows? Let's make Lindgren a right defenseman. So I think maybe we go Theodore. Who's the better defenseman? Sanheim. So I think we go Theodore and Sanheim as our top D pairing. And then that second D pairing is Taves and Lindgren. And that makes our third D pairing Gould and Siegenthaler, which is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so Evans, why not? Zub, can we trade him? Oh, a lot of people are interested in him. Okay, well, for a 7th round pick. Luke Ashton, Sergei Boylkov, 7th round pick. Noah Juleson used to be okay. 7th round pick. Dumoulin. Huge deal. Huge deal for your Seattle Kraken. Did you see Saros? Spooner, Juhar Chiara, Gergensons. I think we're good. I don't want to take that back. We do need some forward help because right now we're strong. Yeah, we have Bedard, Wright, Beniers, Glendenning down the middle. We need forward help. Free agent center. Because a lot of these players that we signed, I'd rather have as minor leaguers for now. I want them in Coachella. That's not what I wanted to do. All right. We've got Ryan Winterton, Nino Niederreiter, Jonathan Taves. What does Stevenson want? Nope. If I can find somebody who wants like $1.5 million, it's Barry Kapanen. These guys all want $4 million, which I'm not prepared to do. Stuff. Let's do it this way. $3 million for 1 year. That's not unreasonable. Marcus Foligno, good defensively. He wants too much money. I mean, I can afford it, but I don't want to pay Marcus Foligno $4 million for 3 seasons. Liam O'Brien, Kenny Agostino, Matthew Pekka, Eric Holla. He's pretty good defensively. 3.7, nope. Kerfoot, $2 million for 3 years. That's a lot of money. It's not a lot of money, it's just a lot of time. I don't necessarily want to pay him for 3 years. Ryan Carpenter, he can't possibly be that expensive. $4 million for Ryan Carpenter, really. Luke Kunin. Wow, $4 million. He had 4 goals, 6 assists. It was a minus 24, and he wants $4 million. Crack. I could bring back Bonino. Yeah, he only wants, yeah. And I think that's the kind of deal we want. Let's bring back Nick Bonino. Let's see if we can find another solid defensive type forward. I saw Lars Eller. Yeah, I'm good with that. A couple of veterans on those bottom lines, maybe. Anybody else? I think we're good. All right. So we are in, I mean, we all of a sudden our defense is in really, really good shape. Our top defensive pairing now is Shea Theodore and Travis Sanheim. Our second line pairing is going to be Devin Taves and Ryan Lindgren. And then our third will be Gould and Siegenthaler. We've got Zub, Ottavainen, Plandowski, and Riker Evans, and Cameron Wynot all sort of waiting. I'll probably leave Zub as our 7th defenseman and send everybody else to the minors just to give them time. But it won't be long. Like, Siegenthaler's got a good was played pretty well. His ratings look better than his star ratings, but if one of those other guys is ready, yeah, I mean, we'll be able to move that contract. Same thing with Lindgren. We'll be able to move his contract if we need to. Again, very, very good defensively. I think we're really, really solid down the middle. And our top 2 lines are going to be some of the best in the NHL. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. When we come back, it will be the beginning of the regular season. We'll sim, the first week and a half or whatever, and we'll call it an episode. So that'll be the next episode. We'll be setting up the team and getting year number 3 started. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'll talk to everybody soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.